Jesus, 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 all right, yeah. He's all right.
I truly do believe in what my Bible says. I truly do believe in what my pastor preaches. I truly do believe in my church family. I truly do believe. Oh Lord, you
What's up, man?
Squan McGriff.
How you doing? I'm Coach Ken. How you doing? Hey, Squan. Where you go? You play?
Ferndale.
Ferndale? You guys gonna be good this year?
We lost our first game, but playing the bounce back game.
What you play?
Tailback and linebacker.
Okay. What, sophomore, junior? Junior? You kind of big for a junior, huh?
I'm working away from it.
Now, I see this. How about your grade?
I have a 2.5 right now. I'm planning on getting it up this year and next year.
How you doing?
All right, good. That's good. That's right. How you doing?
Good. What you play?
Basketball.
Yeah, you're open.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna join school?
Yeah.
What up, little rough?
Tell them what grade you in. What grade you going to?
Six.
Big, ain't you?
I really believe you're going to be blessed for this because I don't know no one, no coaches, nobody that's really taking the initiative to reach back to the kids and really help them further their education and their goals in football. And I'm just proud to be your friend, man. And
I need more of you guys out there like Mike. What he's doing is coming from the hearts, no profit, nothing in it. Just want everybody to succeed, make a difference in the community. And I commend him for that.
The way he looked at me while I was preaching, I knew it was something going through the head. I didn't know what, but I knew it was something. And he was just like a hungry bird waiting to be fed. And I could see it. I could see it in his eyes.
He's touched the lives of a lot of kids that would perhaps, without his guidance, without his direction, without his inspiration and motivation, would perhaps end up somewhere where I would meet him in jail to speak to him about prison fellowship ministry. But again, I'm very impressed with Michael, the men that Mike has got behind him, and I just trust and pray that this movie will be a success and will save a lot of young lives.
He's a pretty good guy. He's very inspirational. And I want to help people like that. Yeah. He's my motivation.
I helped him find a place to go to college. And when he got done with that, he was one of the first young men I invited to come and be on my first coaching staff. And I think that what shows is 20 years later, I feel so successful for where Mike is now.
Wayne Pettis is he's a special kid to me. He's like a son to me. Tough kid. He come from Southwest Detroit. When I first seen Weezy, that's what we call him, Weezy. He's not an overly big kid, and you won't really know how talented he is until you see him, out there on the field. And he's one of those kids where I can say this about Wayne is that he's got all the things that a great defensive back would want to have. I mean, he's got great feet, he's got great hips, great ball skills, he's fast. But, what makes Wayne special, and you can't coach it and you can't teach it, is, he's a thief. Yeah, that's what he is. He's a thief. He baits quarterbacks, so, and it's something that I can't teach him, or no coach, I don't think, really can teach him. It's kind of a God-given thing where, he just has the ability to make that quarterback think that he's open. And he's not. He's baiting you. He really wants you to throw the ball over there, and he jumps routes is what he does, and he's really good at it. And, once that quarterback lets that ball go, he can't get it back. And Wayne knows that. And then, after that, he's a lot of fun to watch.
He's a nice coach. He's a wonderful coach. He's the type of coach that goes out his way for us anytime we need him. Every day, anytime you need him, no matter what time, he's there for you. Like, he makes sacrifices in his life to make sure that we're getting to school or we're doing the right thing. Like, most of the people out there, some of the players out there, they didn't have college scholarships, so he went out his way by making their own highlight tape for them. and sending them out to, I think, what was like 50 colleges every 2 weeks. I'll be going to the University of Richmond in Virginia.
Courtney Williams, he's a talent, is what Courtney Williams is. You know, Courtney comes from, he's another one of my Melvindale kids. He come out of River Rouge, and the Ecorse area. And what about Courtney is that everything he does is backwards. Okay, he's a softball, he's a lefty. Even in practice, like when he throw the ball back to me in drills, and I'd be like, But make no mistake about it, Courtney has the best hands, I believe, in high school football. I really believe that. I mean, when it comes time to, if it's a clutch play, and I had to call a play, I'm throwing the ball to Courtney Williams, okay? Because I know Courtney's gonna catch the ball, okay? He's gonna go up, he's gonna get it. He's got great body control. Even passes that you don't think he has a chance on. The next thing you know, Courtney's out muscling. He's a big kid, and he can go up and he can get the ball. He's a basketball type kid where, it's like a rebound. He just goes up and gets it. So I expect great things from Courtney. He comes from a good family. His mom, his dad, they're good people. He's going to Central Michigan University. I think he's going to do outstanding. I really do. Both sides of the ball. He can play safety. He can go get it. He can go get it. So, but I look for him probably to end up playing wide receiver because he's a big-time talent. The bigger the game, the bigger Courtney's going to play. So I probably look for Courtney to be on the offensive side of the ball and just do phenomenal at Central Michigan. I really, really believe that when it's all said and done, at the end of Courtney's college career, you might see Courtney Williams play on Sunday. He's that good to me. Hands-wise, intelligence-wise, it wouldn't surprise me, but I think he'll do outstanding at Central Michigan.
When I met Coach Dennis, it was my sophomore year up at Melvindale High School. From early on, when I first played varsity, he knew I had a lot of potential, and he wanted to run somewhere with it. So from there, it was pretty much just him telling me that I can have the stars as a bonus for anything I got. And that was just from hard work and dedication to the game. So he started taking me on trips to different camps, letting me know where I needed to be, letting my mother know where I needed to get to get my name out there, have a big status as a senior coming in to play. And from that point on, he just was always there in my life, just guiding me in the right direction. Never had anything negative to say, always backed me up on anything that went downhill for me, and was just really there as more than a coach, as a true family member.
Javon Wilson, JoJo, that's what I call him, JoJo. JoJo is the biggest kid that you've ever seen that can move as fast as he can move. He's a big wide receiver, okay, with great hands and blocking ability. I mean, he's a tough kid, is JoJo. To me, Joe, he might end up, a big tight end in college, I would say. He's a wide receiver-wise, though, what Joe is a big kid that can move. That's the best way to say it about it. A lot of receivers or tight ends, his size, you'll see them. They got great hands. They make a catch, but they get tackled. And that's not the case with Javon Wilson. Javon Wilson catches the ball and he takes it to the house. His grades, I got to him a little bit late. In the game with JoJo. He's another kid that had come from River Rouge. He's going to probably go the junior college route, Scottsdale Junior College. Likes him a lot. He'll go there and he'll not only be a great athlete, but he'll also learn, that he has to be a student athlete.
I'm at Scottsdale Community College right now, junior college in Arizona. I'm doing pretty good. I got a bunch of schools looking at me and whatnot. A couple offer me. I don't know where I'm going yet. I plan on playing at a university next year, do a couple years there, then hopefully go to the N.F.L. If not, have an education to fall back on. Coach Dennis, It's like my father figure. I ain't got no father in my life right now. Coach Dennis, like, since I met him, he been like that. Anything I needed, he had for me. Like, if I needed a ride to school, if I needed a ride to get to a combine or a camp, he took me. I met him my senior year when I transferred to Melvindale, and as soon as we met, we just clicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told me, he was basically on me about my grades. That's what the biggest thing he was on me about. Like, not about the football and whatnot, but he was just on me about the grades and, like, helping me grow as a man, like, helping me, like, set my priorities straight in life and whatnot. Yeah, start with the books. That's what he told me.
Let me tell you something about Vic Bellage. Coach is, you know, he had came into my life, you know, when things were bad. You know, I couldn't get into school nowhere or nothing, and so when I had finally got into school, you know, they had got into Dearborn Divine Child, which was a Catholic school, and he was my coach. He was the first coach that I had ever had that could break through the barrier. And the barrier, you know, like a lot of us had, was, you know, I got by on talent, you know, and that's what I did. I wanted to do as little as much possible as I could, you know, and he broke me down, you know, and I'll never forget that, you know, because, you know, as I coach today and I'm teaching my kids, a lot of the things that I use with my kids, I'm using it from what I learned from my coach. You know, he would break me down to make me better.
When we accepted the challenge to help Mike, we had no idea what type of athlete it was. We were helping him because he was a young man in need. It just happened that Mike had incredible physical talent that he may not even knew he had at the time. And we were fortunate with the speed and agility, and then with the determination, which is probably his greatest talent. Everybody thinks that an athlete's greatest talent is what they physically can do. Mike's greatest talent was his heart, his dedication, his will. When he decided he wanted to do something, he would do it, and he wanted to do it for somebody besides himself. And I think that's where the coach, his coach, he wanted to perform for his coach. He wanted his coach to believe in him.
Good. All right, Will. Get up in there. Quick feet, Will. You gonna have to quick feet, you gotta turn. You all right? We're in it.
Mike Dennis and I go back about 6 years, and really our relationship became a friendship as Michael progressed in his music career, then started involving me in the video post-production of high school student football players. Michael would bring me an edit list of material, and I would help him put it together to the finished, in this case, a DVD to send off to colleges for students to portfolio themselves to scholarships. Mike was fully prepared to do this. In my experience, when somebody comes together with all their materials, it's so easy for me to take the technological side and cut it together that really Mike's direction, it was just a pleasure to work with him.
I'm just saying, from observation, some of y'all using that same foot. You know what I'm saying? The object is to be able to get through it, and whatever foot you get caught up on, it don't matter.
Here we see Mike in practice with the players along with other community coaches, pushing, guiding the kids for stamina and practice on the field. But exercise and practice doesn't stop there. Classwork, grades, getting into college are an equal part of this commitment. The kids know this, work on this, and live this with the same efforts we see here in the neighborhood field. Education is the key to opening their dreams.
Because he and I are like brothers. Go Speed, we call him Speed. I call him Speed, is Michael. And I know him as the brother from another mother. Because he's not the typical white guy or the white coach. you know, because we talk to each other like that all the time, you know, and it's personal, and he genuinely cares from the heart about these kids, their development, and he does a lot of things out of the ordinary that's the kids respect and appreciate. You know, he goes beyond the call of duty to get the kids information out there, to put highlight reels out there for the kids and make contacts for them, to give them an opportunity to reach the goals that they seek to achieve, and not knowing that there's an avenue for them. So Speed has given the kids that opportunity to believe that there is something after high school, and it's a positive atmosphere for them.
I met Michael over at Melvindale High School. He is one of the football coaches, and he helped my son get into college, Richmond University. He's a very nice guy, He really cares about the kids and helping the kids as far as like getting them into school. As I had an older son that went to Melvindale. He's 2 years older than my youngest son, and he went to Melvindale too. And not one kid that I know that went to that school ever went to a college, especially not a D1 school. With Mike being there, he's brought in a whole bunch of D1 schools to come in and see not just my child, but other kids that were in there. And this was the first year that Melvindale ever had 11 kids to go to college.
He's been a very big part of my son's life, you know, through high school and through helping him find a decent college for himself, and just helping me, you know, with my son. My son's father's been deceased since he's 9 years old, so Michael came at a time in our life where he needed that figure in his life, and he was there. He helped him through finding colleges, helped him through school. A real good mentor to my son.
Hey, Coach, how's it going? Good. Hey, this is Coach Dennis here, returning your call here in Detroit. Right. Hey, I'm calling about Devontae. Yup. Yeah, he's one of my kids, Coach. I had him over in Melvindale, you know. He was one of my kids there. Mm-hmm. Oh, Coach, hey, he's all of 6'1", okay? 225, and he a legit 4'4", okay? I mean, he's good, Coach. You know, he's real good. Yup. I got to him a little bit too late. You know, by the time I got him, you know, the damage was already done. So I probably have to send him the JUCO route, okay? But, you know, I'm gonna probably put him at Ellsworth. That's what I'm thinking. Talk to the coach there. So, you know, I mean, if he'd have had the grades, Coach, he the #1 linebacker in the state of Michigan, period, bar none.
He's been a lot like a father figure to me, man. He picking me up from school, taking me to training, and just taking me wherever I need to be. And he's a very church-going man. I came to his church. He's a real cool dude, man. He's always smiling. He's always willing to help the next person, and he never gives up on any player or a person. You know, so just in life, he's just one of the best people that you will ever meet.
Got his SEAL transcript. I've got his diploma. And then I did his clearinghouse ID already for him, okay? So I'm gonna put all this in a packet along with some film that I cut up, and then I'll get that out to you.
Coach Dennis was a Melvindale coach. He was more of a player's coach. He helped me get where I am today in City College of San Francisco. He's helped me recruit, and he's meant a lot to my career, especially after high school, by getting me back in school and helping me meet the right people. He's played a big part of my career and where I'm at today in football and school.
Daniel McKinney's the man. He's going to be the man wherever he goes. I think Daniel McKinney will come right in there. I believe he'll be a leader like he always does, because, like I said, he's going to find a way to be the man. Daniel makes plays, and he makes everybody around him better, okay? And that's just what he does. They're gonna feed off his energy like they did here at Melvindale, like they did at City College in San Francisco, and like they're gonna do at Florida Atlantic.
Complete! McKinney! McKinney making his second catch of the ball game. First down, across the 50. Daniel McKinney again with the catch. McKinney! McKinney!
I've always been told I won't be able to do this, I won't be able to do that.
Caught! Touchdown!
This is just dreaming. You never think it's gonna come true until it happens. So right now I'm just living my dream.
Living the dream. That just says it all. We all need to build a dream.
We called it park rats where I came from. You know, there'd be 30, 40 kids hanging out in the park, and none of us had a place to go. So, you know, we just hung under picnic tables, and that's what we were, you know. And so eventually, you know, you keep doing the stuff that you're doing. Well, was it my mother's fault? No, my mama, you know, she's a great woman, but she couldn't control an uncontrollable kid. Come in one door, I'm out the back, you know. My father, you know, good man, hardworking man, worked at Ford Motor Company. I'm originally from Dearborn, a suburb outside of Detroit. You know, he just wasn't around. You know, my father's a workaholic. I love him to death, but he wasn't around, so I just ran the streets, you know. Eventually, you know, they got places for kids like me, you know, so, you know, that's basically what happened, you know, and then, you know, when I got out, you know, it was a disaster, you know. I didn't have any place to go to school. They wouldn't let me in public education, okay? I was a menace. They weren't gonna let me in any of the public schools. We tried, you know, nobody would let me in, and then by the grace of God, there was a sister named Sister Cecilia Bundy. And Sister Cecilia, you know, I had to go in there, you know, I mean, my hair's down to here. You know, she's looking at my stuff, you know, and I could feel her. I know she wanted to let me in the school, but I know, you know, her and Sister Chris, which was a new principal, you know, they had a lot on the line, and to take a chance on a kid like me, you know, that was really reaching, you know, and so I got a phone call, you know, and it was Sister Cecilia, and she said, you know, we're gonna give you a shot, Mike, you know, and I knew athletically, I knew that if I got in, I knew I could do really well athletically, because sports and music was the only thing that and girls, you know, not in that order, but that was the only thing that I really cared about, you know, and I remember, you know, the adjustment that I had to make, you know, because, you know, the kids that I was running with, you know, they weren't anything like the Divine Child kids. And I knew it was an outstanding school, and it was an outstanding opportunity for me to change my life. And I did really good, you know. I started doing real well, you know, in football, and life was good, you know. I had friends. I had a beautiful girlfriend named Janine, and I had letters coming in from colleges, and I was making, you know, doing everything that nobody ever thought that I could do, and God, out of nowhere, and I don't know why it happened, but I was mad at God. I broke my arm.
The ball was rolling out, was right in front of me, and they fumbled, and the ball was rolling out on the ground, and Mike went jumping for the ball, and he reached out for the ball, and as he went to pull it in, someone dove on top of it and snapped his arm.
I didn't know he had broke his arm. I came home, and he was sitting on the porch, and I knew something was wrong because he was kind of screaming and hollering, and I ran to him, and he had busted the arm, and it looked terrible, and his hand was all droopy, and I was petrified. I didn't know what to do, so we took him to the hospital.
Mike was emotionally crushed at the time, and I watched him through the weeks battle back through with emotion and through the healing process to where in practice he could be a scout team player to help his buddies get better, till he was finally cleared in the last game of the season to play in the Catholic League Championship, in which he played an instrumental role in winning the Catholic League Championship in 1984.
when his career was brought short because of an injury, and I think he just decided that I'm going to take and give these kids a chance that I never had.
Well, Mike was a tremendous football player. He had his God-given ability. He had tremendous speed, quickness, he had great hands. And whenever you needed a big play, Mike would always make the big play for you.
And anybody that's out there, you know, that's trying to give back, that really truly believes in the city and that's trying to help, you know, to repair the image, to repair the damage, you know, to help the kids, you know, to make it a better place, you know. I mean, that's really what it's all about, you know.
It's all about our children, because our children are our future. A lot of our young, particularly African-American males, does not have father figures. I see them most of the times when I go inside of prisons. And so they're left to a parent to train them, single parent, which is a mother. And it's an ominous job, even with two, but to have one, it's even tougher. So what Mike is doing and reaching out for the kids that he's helped to tutelage and high school and working through athletics, now not only through athletics, but also through academics. I think Mike has got 12 young men that is going to college this year. And I think I spoke to 12 different athletic directors at 12 different schools on behalf of these young men. And we just trust and pray that while going to school, that they'll make something out of themselves and be proud of it.
Coach Dennis, he's a very good coach. He works hard for the players. I know him from Melvindale. He coached my younger brother. God-fearing man, he put guys first, and he's there whenever the players need him.
Coach Dennis, I met him my senior year of high school, and before he came, I really didn't have any real hopes of getting a scholarship for any athletics at all. And he came, and I did good my senior year in football, and ever since he's been helping me, trying to get me through with school and give me a full free ride to college.
You know, I got with DeFaro and I said, hey, look, you know, let's do this, okay? You got the talent, you're here, you know, you're a big-time player, and it's time for you to do what you do, okay? DeFaro responded.
Found out I was a non-qualified out of high school. He found me a junior college to go to. And, you know, I went to the community college and played football there. And then from there, he found me another scholarship, you know. And ever since, like, whatever I needed that had to deal with school and football, like, now that I'm back home, you know, working out and everything, he helps me work out. I train with him. He's there, you know. I need a ride, he'll come, help me, you know what I'm saying? Anything that had to do with school, he willing to pick me up, take me to the library. Really, whatever I really need, he's there for me.
You know, Coach Mike, you know, I could say a whole lot about him, you know, but I'm kind of keep it short and simple. Coach Mike is one of them role models, you know, he always pushing. You know, he always wants the best for his kids, you know, whatever, by any means, whatever he could do, you know, he's going to try to do it. You know, at times it'd be hard, you know, because it always seems like we got a roadblock or he's at a roadblock, but he always find a way, you know, to get through and to push through and to find a way to help us. I went to college of DuPage, that's a JUCO. That's in Wheaton, Illinois. I did my 2 years there. I played safety. I earned my degree, my associate in general studies. So, you know, with all this said and done, I'm taking my degree and my football skills elsewhere, and I'm going to be attending Bowling Green State University. I chose this school because it's close to home. It's right down the street. You know, I have a family that, you know, I'm big on family, so I like to stay close to the family. So I chose Bowling Green because, you know, when I got there, I feel like I was right at home. You know, it was right down the street, so everything was just right for me.
It was a school in Illinois, a junior college, College of DuPage, and right away they wanted Josh. As soon as they seen the film, they wanted Josh right away. And so Josh went there, his first year there, he led his team to the Graphic Bowl. They won the championship. Josh is top newcomer, okay? Didn't surprise anybody. surely didn't surprise me.
Whether going back to the middle school roots and sharing the current success of the kids, or be it in the basement going through footage in breaks of caring for his mom, Mike managed to push through as he so many times has asked his kids to do. Which brings me to why we've made this film. To share and anticipate that it catches on to others in any community. Hope exists, opportunities can be made, and dreams can be fulfilled.
I'm there to try to help kids. I'm trying to do everything that I can to let them know to put God first.
When you love people, I believe your keys and your secrets will come out of you because you just do things.
It's pretty good. A lot of people need help, and I'm pretty impressed that he's doing this for people.
He's always been for the underdog.
Mike has really dedicated himself to children and helping children.
To help kids, and in the end, I don't want any credit. I don't get a dime from it. I'm not looking for that. What I get out of it is giving back. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give back, you know. They found a way that God can use me. When I see the parents' face and I tell them, okay, your kid's going to college, or when I see the little brother or little sister and they're saying to them, you know, hey, you know, your brother's going to college, you can do it too, you know. And then, you know, when somebody asks me, you know, Coach Dennis, you know, it's such a good thing what you're doing here and that, and I always will say the same thing, you know, I'm just a vessel, you know, and you know, God even found somebody, you know, like me that he could use, and you know, and I owe a lot of that to Gabriel Lewis and in the Second New Hope Missionary Baptist Church, and I'm thankful for them, I'm grateful for them, and I love them to death, and they're proud of me, and I'm proud to be affiliated with my church, I'm proud to tithe, and I'm proud to give back to my city in Detroit.